Answer Alabra. I'm a dating and relationship coach. On this channel, we aim at raising significant ladies by sharing high-value secrets that can enable them build an all-round success in their lives, careers, and their relationships. Therefore, I welcome you on board. This video is the third part of a series we began 3 days ago. So if you've not watched the first and the second, there'll be a link below this video. Please click, go and watch it, and by the time you are done, you will have a better understanding of what we're doing, because any other thing we do from now is a build-up of what we've done previously. So out of the 5 things I listed that may be the possible things hindering you from getting married, today we shall be dealing on the second point, which is you never learn from your mistakes. So as a way of introduction, I want us to understand that everybody makes mistakes. Mistakes is part of being human, and nobody is actually above making mistakes. But where we have problem is when you keep on repeating these mistakes over and over again. Someone defines insanity as when you keep on doing something over and over again, then expect a different result. Ability to learn from your mistakes is the distinguishing factor between the successful and the failures. Successful people learn from their mistakes, while failures don't. I want you to check your life. How much have you learned from your past relationship? How much have you become better? In this video, I'll be sharing 2 important things or 2 important areas that I think you need to focus on. So number 1, you need to stop the blame game. You know, it's easier to blame every other person for your predicament. Blaming yourself is the last thing you will ever do. For example, when you see 2 people fighting or 2 people having misunderstanding, interview both parties. Everybody will give you reason why he or she is acting that particular way. Even if it's so vivid that this person is wrong, you try to paint it in such a way that he won't be at fault. That's the human nature. But should I tell you something? I have never seen a successful person who became successful by blaming others. Every successful person you know on this planet took responsibility of their life. So if you don't learn to take responsibility of your life and always cast blame on others, excluding yourself, then you still have a long way to go. Let me give you an instance. Let's say you had a relationship and somehow the guy broke your heart and left you. You know what most ladies do? They go back home, cry and cry and cry. When they are done, do you know what they tell themselves? The guy is a jerk, that's why he left. Yes, even though he may be. But what a reasonable person should do is this. You sit down and then ask yourself, where did you get it wrong in the relationship? What was your own contribution towards the failure of this relationship? You know why this thing is important? Because in your subsequent relationship, you can now look back and say, oh, when I did this in the past and I did this, it led to this. So in other words, if I don't want this result, I should stop doing this and this. You see, it makes you better, or it makes you a better person in your subsequent relationship. But when you sit down and blame every other person, yeah, the guy did this, he did that, he broke my heart, I gave him everything, I gave him my life, I gave him my heart, and he messed it up. Yes. Should I tell you something? Do you know there's a way to love a man? I know some of you may be surprised. There's a way to love a man. Okay, let me give you a hint. Man's love need is to chase. That is why men are referred to as hunters. Men want to pursue. Men want to go after something. Men are goal-oriented. So now, whenever you are in a relationship, it is your responsibility as a woman to allow the man chase you. When you remove the chase from the relationship dies. Because men want to chase. And it will shock you people. My wife is one person who puts me on my toes. Do you know why? She gives me the opportunity to chase her. Those things you were doing when he was trying to woo you. A lot of you, the moment you just have sex with him, or the moment the relationship is over 2, 3, 4 months, you leave those things you were doing. You thought they were just games, trying to prove hard to get. And then now it's time to face reality. So you leave those things that you used to do. Men want to chase. So give them the opportunity to chase you. You're actually gaining value. Give us a thumbs up. If you've practiced, the best time to subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Anytime we release our video, you'll be the first to be notified. Well, let me say this to you. See where most ladies get it wrong. The moment they start dating a guy, and likely after their first sex, or after a while, you know what they do? They are the ones to always initiate contact. They call him in the morning. Hello there, are you there? How was your night? I hope you had a great night. Oh, I just called to check on you and to let you know I love you. Somebody will say, what's wrong with this call? I'll tell you now. I'll tell you now. Later in the afternoon, hello there. Have you eaten? If you've not eaten, please go and get something and eat. In the evening, hello dear, are you coming over? So on a consistent basis, you take the responsibility of initiating contact with him. In such a way, you are now chasing him. Why not allow him be the one to initiate that contact? We want to do it. It's our responsibility. You were doing it when he was trying to woo you, but now you felt there's no need to play games. It's not games. Some of these things are minor, but if you can tweak these things in your relationship will turn 360 degrees. So the reason why some of your relationship failed in the past is because you've not learned how to love a man. Some of you, another factor is that you put a guy on a pedestal. You make him feel too important. Oh, this guy is handsome. Oh, this guy is this. Oh, this guy is that. Wow. If he's so handsome, why did he come for you? If he's so handsome, let him go fuck himself. It's because he can't do it, that's why he came to you. So why putting him on a pedestal? Why are you making him feel a superstar? Do you know, if you treat a guy like a superstar, he will treat you like a farm. So my ladies, I want you to learn. So anytime you have relationship issues, or a guy breaks your heart, I will expect you to go back home and ask yourself, where did you get it wrong? And if you can do this consistently, and I tell you, you can look back and say, oh, see where I was. But look at where I am today. But most of us don't do it. And the only thing we do is to blame others for our mistakes. Yes, he broke my heart because he doesn't deserve it. He's a bad guy. He's a jerk. He is this. He's that. Yet after saying all these things, please still go back home and find out what you did wrong. Consistently, you become better. Oh, we've come to the end of this video. Follow us on our social media handle. The link will be below this video. From this side, I say goodbye. And don't forget that I love you. Thank you.